Fellow Vita peoples, it is time. Sounded kind of ominous now there, didn't I? Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PSVita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. PlayStation Vita news. You want it, I want it, we all want it. And since that is the case, let's get on to all of the info that has happened the past couple of weeks for this little handheld. Oh, and I say that because I didn't have internet last week, so I'm sort of playing catch up here. Ha! Nailed that one. Also, let me know which part of this news video interested you the most down in the comment section below. First up here, Daniel Navarro of Dolores fame, yep, that Dolores, has mentioned that he has another PlayStation Vita game ready for us in the pipeline. And his tweet goes like this: "We have a name, we have a logo, and coming soon we will have a game. Hashtag Nintendo Switch, hashtag PS4, hashtag Xbox One, and what's most important to us, of course, guys, as always, hashtag PS Vita Island." And the game in question is called Pachi on a Roll, I suppose. Gonna ignore the fact for a second that it makes me very hungry because it makes me think of sushi. I tried to look up info on this game through the power of the internet and I wasn't able to find much. So I'm assuming at this point he hasn't released any kind of trailer or gameplay samples of this as of yet. And we can also assume that since he posted this on May 15th, 2020, that the game is set to be releasing despite Rodaleka Games' bad news that happened a couple weeks ago. I know, I haven't forgotten it either. Oh, and speaking of that terrible news that Rodaleka Games has unleashed upon us, yeah, I'm still thinking about it even to this day. On the bright side of things, however, we do have 3 games that have been officially confirmed that will be heading our way despite it all, and are thus only waiting for QA to reopen. They are safe, so to speak. And what are those 3 games? Well, the first one is Awesome P2. Yep, they're making a sequel for this game. Awesome P2 is a, I guess, sequel to Awesome P1. Yeah. But you didn't see that coming, huh? And it's a 2D pixelated puzzle platformer. I'd say more along the lines of just a straight platformer, though, where you play as a greedy P on his way to be, greedy. And one kind of odd coincidence, too, is that I actually just beat this game very, very recently. As in, like, yesterday. Kinda makes me wonder, are the developers spying on me? And if they are, hey, that's pretty cool. Usually it's only the state police that do that. But this game is definitely coming. And you can look forward to getting your hands on it, hopefully, very soon. Second game that is also safe from that whole Peggy situation is Crypto by Powgi. If only you could see the enthusiasm I have on my face right now. As in, I don't. So here's a description. Crack the code to reveal the quote in this classic cryptogram puzzle. Decrypt the ciphers to find 180 funny and inspirational messages. And it also might interest you guys to know that you can remote play this on your PlayStation 4 to your PlayStation Vita. Yes, it literally mentions that in the description. I don't know how many of you out there would actually want to do that, but yeah, it's a feature. This game is 100% safe, I guess. And in case you were wondering, the third game that is safe from the clutches of evil is Gun Crazy, a title that I had already talked about previously in another video that kind of reminds me of Gunstar Heroes, and thus made me drool all over my keyboard for it. The stains, they still haven't come off. But yeah, if you love Contra and thus run and gun shooters, which in context now both are pretty much exactly the same thing, this game will be coming very soon to the PlayStation Vita as soon as QA opens. That was a little bit of fine print action right there. Those games are great and all, but if you were to ask anyone in our community what they have been highly anticipating the most to come out this year in 2020, chances are they would say Utawarerumono Prelude to the Fallen. Please note, they might not actually say it in that specific way. And with that build-up out of the way, this game is finally going to be making its way onto our western shores next week, guys. I am so excited. Taking place as half visual novel, half tactics game. Oh, that sentence was very beautiful to say. Utawarerumono Prelude to the Fallen combines the best of both of these worlds to create a very beautiful and strong story narrative. You will be able to pick up this game here here in the West as of May 26th, 2020. Only a few more days left, guys! And if you couldn't tell, I'm looking just a tiny bit forward to it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to open my window and scream like a schoolgirl. Oh, but a very manly schoolgirl. And for all of you fighting game fans who are also fighting game fans, and who happen to live in Europe, and who happen to not to like to pay full price for their games, you may be just happy to know that Under Night In-Birth EX Late, an excellent 2D fighting game, has been given a permanent price reduction to $19.99. Euros and pounds and all that jazz. I don't know, I'm too American sometimes. A very smooth price indeed. Combining the best parts of Street Fighter and BlazBlue in this epic 2D fighter, easy to pick up, but filled with tactical depth that will have you playing for years. Under Night In-Birth EX Late is a frantic new fighter from the maker of the cult classic Melty Blood, and in this hit underground Japanese brawler that has captured both the imagination and hearts of the fighting game community. Sadly, however, if you live outside of Europe and in the States, much like I do, then we still have to pay a whopping $40 for this game. Gosh darn you devs playing favorites over here! You'll slip up soon. Your time will come. But until then, if you live in Europe, I'm extremely jealous of you. And on a little side note here, Persona 4 Golden for the PlayStation Vita, for reasons I can't even fathom here, seems to be climbing up in price quite exponentially as of late, getting very close to the $100 tier for just a used copy, which is really odd considering that the physical release of this game is probably more plentiful than toilet paper at this point. Well, okay, maybe not during these times, but the point still remains. But nonetheless, it is very, very plentiful on the PlayStation Vita, but now it seems to be growing in popularity super fast. If I were to guess as to why this is, it would be due to the fact that Persona 5 has basically catapulted the whole entire series into the mainstream at this point, being featured in many crossovers and the like, and due to that fact, many new Persona fans are kind of climbing on board and wanting to see what else is available on the series. And since Persona 4 Golden is still exclusive to the PlayStation Vita at this point, which knowing Atlas won't be lasting very long, that would be my greatest guess as to why we're seeing this incredible price hike at this point. So, if you have yet to pick up this game and you're interested in the physical version, you may want to do so before the prices get even more, on the ridiculous side. Or you can always, go for the digital version that's much cheaper. Fault Milestone One, a sci-fi visual novel that many of us in the PlayStation Vita community have just been drooling over. Part 2 for me, might I add. At the time you're watching this video, is just about to release on the PlayStation 4. However, when it comes to the actual PlayStation Vita version, we still don't know if this game is coming or not. And being that it's been well over a year since we've heard any updates regarding the PlayStation Vita version, I'm thinking that things aren't looking too hopeful at this point. But I know that a lot of you guys have been looking forward to it, so I thought I would mention that the PlayStation 4 version is just about upon us, and I guess we can just basically remote play it until further notice. Is it just me, or are you getting depressed? I'm getting depressed. Let's not get depressed. Let's move on to something great. And in a bit of sad news this week, which I think many of us in the community probably saw coming from a mile away, but due to the global pandemic that has been causing a lot of trouble with shipping distributors as of late, PlayAsia has officially announced that they will no longer be offering free shipping on their Play exclusives anymore. Their email goes like this: exclusive shipping and pricing updates going forward. Over the past year, we have been closely monitoring our prices and shipping policies and the restrictions they place on us as a company, as well as the titles released through our store. After much consideration, we will be making changes to our policy that we feel will give us the best plan towards a memorable and collectible series of releases. And here's the kick to the you-know-what. Free shipping will no longer be an available option for Play exclusives, PAEX titles going forward. This is the biggest change, but one that removes many layers of complexity. Please note that this will not affect any of the existing Play exclusive titles, which are already available, which will remain as originally advertised and will not be affected by existing orders in any way. And of course, they did go on to mention a few other things like regarding the Switch and whatnot. We don't talk about non-Vita stuff on this channel. But as far as the Vita goes, yeah, yeah, this is our news right here. So I would say that if there are some Play Asia releases that are Play exclusives that you have yet to pick up, you may want to do so right now to get in on that free shipping, because all future releases won't be having that anymore. Well, Play Asia, you have officially depressed me. Looks like no more wax jobs for me. And for those of you who were very fortunate enough to pick up a physical copy of Twin Breaker from PlayAsia, which I guess doesn't really count as being fortunate considering it was an open pre-order, but I digress. PlayAsia has officially announced that the game will be shipping starting this weekend. So if you picked up a copy, you may want to check your tracking number and wait probably another 2 weeks after that, at least if you're me. And well, my fellow Vita Islanders, that covers all of the PlayStation news that I missed out because I didn't have internet. How's that as a glowing endorsement, right? It's not a good one. But guys, there's still some news brewing for our little community here, and most of it was on a positive note, except for that whole PlayAsia thing, which ripped free shipping. But other than that, yeah, I didn't really have much to complain about here. We still have Mucho to look forward to. But let me know how you felt about this news down in the comment section below. What parts of the video enticed you? What got you excited? What got you depressed? Yeah, let me know that too, I guess. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Redowan Ahaloy, Himdall Imbert, Gutter Drums, Wendy K, David Ray, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Adam Theory, Pierce Sterner, E-Rock, JR, Kyle Brooks, Saul Ramirez, Phantom XRS, Rodrigo Vera, Aaron Swanson, Heston Joseph, Kevin Enright, Jared Haddo, Joshua Williams, Ruben Gutierrez, BMF, Larry Anderson, Mario Cruz, Jelle, Buzz Sayin, Richard Cruz, Dennis R. Huggins Jr., Adam Sondi, Hero Acer, Matt Fox, Neo Arashi, and Reiko Star. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that's cool too, then check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do so down there. No more free shipping from PlayAsia. This is certainly going to increase my psychiatry bills.